The MWJV was created in response to Cornwall Council's vision for the BEPS1 framework, which was about the resilience piece and creating a supply chain in its broadest context in Cornwall. And I think that actually the joint ventures really delivered on that.
Yes, so we set up the MWJV as a tailor-made organisation.
And the client vision that drove us in that direction was incredible. They were very clear about what they wanted to achieve, driving the local economy, delivering local schools, local jobs, local housing, local roads. They set it out very clearly and they were very supportive of us coming together.
And I think that the joint venture and our partners, because it's all of us, has actually really done some great work. It was mandated that there was social value, and that social value was measured.
And with 128 million in social value, there are very few regions in the country that actually could say that they've delivered that.
Across our supply chain, we've managed to create something like 242 local jobs through the work with Cornwall Council.
And even just developing 27 apprenticeships, just an absolutely incredible feat for the local community.
The best JVs globally are those that come together when they know what part each partner needs to play.
From leadership down, we've actually collaborated really well across the levels.
And I think that the supply chain have really benefited from that cohesion because they've had clarity.
And for me, the magic formula is all about that clarity of vision from the client through the joint venture, through to the supply chain and the alignment of the partners.
If we look at where the government's agenda is going now, it is about supporting local SMEs, helping them to grow, supporting local businesses, creating jobs and skills in local areas. And what we've delivered in Cornwall is a really good example of that.
As a collective, we will be delivering by the end of the works something in the region of 450 to 500 million worth of work in Cornwall.
90% of our total spend was within Cornwall and 67% of it was to SMEs. That has driven that building of Cornwall, and I think it's that Team Cornwall aspect.
The JV was set up in such a way that it gave us a space in which we could collaborate and meant that we were able to learn and share from each other in a way perhaps we wouldn't if we weren't in that kind of enclosure.
The wider JV with a team of consultants is a really good opportunity to talk to others in the region who are working in your field and learn lessons.
We became better as professional consultants together and then offered a better service.
Working together as a team, through all of that has been really great, very unique.
What the MWJV created was a really safe space for those relationships to nurture and sort of test each other.
The exciting thing for us has been the ability to recruit off the back of the framework and grow our team. There's room for talent in Cornwall.
What the framework gave us was a secure pipeline of interesting projects over a long period of time, which intellectually stimulated people, which gave us an opportunity to kind of encourage them to come and work for us. Having teams of companies that work together on those programs over a longer period of time meant you could have much more effective training.
We've always promoted apprenticeships just to know that we had the framework coming. Over that period, I think we had 7 or 8 graduates came into the business and through.
What the framework gave really was the foundation where we could invest in people as well, homegrown skilled talent that we have in the region.
I think there's been about 6,000 hours of work experience, people coming in and just experiencing what it's like to be a building surveyor, to be an architect.
We've been able to do that from a very young age in engaging with children, from junior school age right through, then into A-levels and T-levels, and we're seeing that transition through into our workforce right now.
I've always been quite an advocate of, kind of fostering those young people up through the business. In the end, you see those dividends, it really does pay off.
The businesses that we've got in the delivery partnership are truly passionate about the future of Cornwall and the future of the built environment in Cornwall.
We love creating spaces for the community that live in Cornwall, and there's been some really exciting projects which are going to have a really sort of fundamental and positive impact, and it's great to see that investment and what that brings to everybody who lives here.
Those supply chain partnerships have been one of the outstanding benefits of the MWJV.
I've had the opportunity to work on several Cornwall Council projects, which has been a defining part of my career. These projects are not bound by profit, they directly support local communities.
I've worked in recent years on a number of MWJV projects, which greatly contributed to the experience needed to pass my professional qualifications earlier this year.
Working on MWJV projects have played a massive role in my growth during my apprenticeship. Being involved in a range of different projects at a range of different stages has given me the chance to experience what project management really looks like in practice.
The projects have enabled me to progress my knowledge and understanding of various construction methods, contract types, procurement methods as well.
Being involved in these projects from the very start of my career has provided me with a solid foundation in the construction industry.
It's been really good for my development really as a technician and sort of a person as well.
One thing that's been particularly helpful working alongside the JV is the shared knowledge within the JV as a whole, which is something I've found extremely useful, being able to lean on people not just within Ward Williams but from the wider JV.
Opportunities like this don't happen in isolation, and the MWJV has been an important part of creating that platform for practices to give people like me the chance to grow and gain professional experience.
Cornwall Council, they saw this framework as a positive opportunity for building lasting capacity, providing opportunities for apprenticeships and growth, and creating additional social value across Cornwall's economy. The Mace Ward Williams joint venture was built and designed to deliver just that, and I believe that we have done that.